B.D.Kold right there, not long ago. I like that one. It's like an old school kind of vibe to it. Let's get back with him. How you doing, BD?
I'm good, man. Blessed, bro. Blessed.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's a dope track, man. I mean, how did you pick up that beat? Because it is kind of like the old school vibe. I'm really feeling that one.
So I've been going through, like I said earlier, looking for free beats, and I've been going to different producers and stuff, like their websites, and some of them have, like, they'll send you 20 beats as long as you're using non-commercial as far as sales. You can use them, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was in a 100-pack, and I went through the entire 100 beats, and I only found 2 that I liked, and that was the first one. And so the second one is probably going to be used for something as well. But I've just been trying to keep, like I said, I want this to be a free mixtape, and so since I want it to be free, I'm trying to use a range of producers, and I'm trying to use what people have allocated their production for that, because there's producers who make beats strictly for you to use as nonprofit for free mixtapes. So I've been trying to just go through and find as many as I could, as many free ones that were, to that caliber or better, and utilize them to the way that they should be used.
Yeah, man. And is this mixtape going to be all you, or is it going to be featuring other artists?
I'm right now where I'm looking, I think it's going to be all me. It's going to just, this one's strictly going to be for me, because as an artist, man, this really helps you. I know because you've been around since I started doing this, man. My skills over the last couple weeks have just elevated, and it's because I've been putting so much work in, and so he's allowing me to get to a place where I can adequately represent him in music, not just in Christian music or gospel, but in music in general. He's starting to raise me and a couple other artists up so that we can go into the mainstream and do what he's called us to do. And so with that being said, this is kind of like exercises. Like when you play basketball, you go shoot around. These are kind of like my shoot around trials, but I have to do them in front of you guys because that's the way that the music industry works. So I'm in the studio shooting around, and I'm putting up some pretty good numbers. And so after I get done with this mixtape, then I definitely will be moving into having some more artists on another mixtape or on my LP. I know for sure that when I put together my LP is going to have a lot of features from the artists that I know personally and that I deal with, that are brothers and that, talk to me, and I know that the spirit dwell in. So I may wait to do the features when we get to the LP, but I'm praying about that as always.
You obviously put in work. You've done well, man, and I appreciate the work you put in, man. It's definitely shown, as you've like you say, you've improved over time. Yeah, man. So I'm glad to see that you're doing more and more. So this one, Distribution of Hope, obviously that speaks for itself, the meaning. I guess I would say, because I mean, from my own kind of understanding, because the Lord's blessed you so much, it's come all from Him. You're going to try and make every kind of track you put out to be obviously culturally relevant, but it's going to be, it's going to be on point of saying, like, this is kind of a thank you back to God, right?
Definitely. Well, I want you. So let me tell you this. So when I was in the world and I sold dope, I had no problem running down on you and telling you what I had, asking you if you were interested. So when I was coming up in ministry and my life was changing, I was told to go for God the same way that I went in the streets. And so that's where Distribution of Hope comes from. I want to give you a nice collection of music that is not only going to minister to you, but it's also going to bring you into a better spiritual stance. It's going to make you smile. You're going to be able to relate with me. You're going to know, wow, this guy's really been through some of these things. This guy's really grown. God's really moved on him. And so, that's where Distribution of Hope comes. For me, is no different than when I was in the streets and I was doing what I was doing to make money. I just took those principles. I allowed God to clean me up as a person, and then I applied those principles to my music, and I'm hoping that it'll change lives, man. I genuinely hope that people will hear these tracks or this collection of music, and that's why I'm making it free. Was free was in mind because I want you to be able to obtain it, and I want you to understand that this is what happened in my life, that God did change me, God will change you. And so, I'm distributing what He gave me, and I'm letting you know not only in some of these tracks what I've been through, but in some of these tracks like Lost, you know, I'm telling you what he done for us, and how it got to the point of, you know, what you can walk in, what he is already paid. You know, it's a free gift given by the Savior, so that none will burn. I think I say that in Lost. So, you know, just trying to get people to understand that God will use you, whether you're a pimp, a prostitute, whatever you are, whatever you deal with. He'll clean you up, and he'll allow you to go back to those people and tell them what he can do. That's how these things work.
Yeah, man, definitely. I agree with that, man, 100%. Ah, man, so when's the mixtape actually going to be out?
I actually, I wish you wouldn't ask me that. I actually don't have a date set because I don't know how many tracks I'm gonna do, and so I don't know when it's what the date is. But I definitely will let you know when we get closer and I get a date back on, if you're cool with it, and we'll play a couple more, and then we'll announce the date.
Definitely, brother. All right, man, I want to get into the next one. So the next one's going to be Lost. I'll leave you to introduce it, man.
Yeah, like I just said before, you know, Lost is, I found this beat, man, and I already had a hook on it. The hook was amazing. So I asked God to give me his words, and what it is it's a detailed description of what Christ done for us, the love that he had for us, how he laid himself down. And I just tried to give it to you, not only as simple, but as artistically as I can.